I spent a long time thinking something was wrong with me because I couldn't seem to be happy at any job that I had. I would get a job, after a while become miserable, leave or get fired, and then eventually end up looking for another one, and the cycle would repeat. And every time it happened, I felt like I was failing because I couldn't just not have a job. Like, I need money, I have responsibilities. I thought the answer was supposed to be finding a better job and getting back to work. But eventually it started to become clear to me, I think I needed to be sat down. Not because I was lazy, not because I wasn't capable of working, but because I was exhausted from constantly surviving. And the thing is, I actually knew what kind of life I wanted. I knew what it looked like. I knew how I wanted to feel. I even knew the kind of environment I wanted to live in, the kind of experiences I wanted to have, and the kind of person I wanted to become. I just didn't believe that life was attainable for me. I wasn't making the kind of money I thought it took to live that kind of life. And honestly, part of me worried that I didn't even have the look for it either. So I did what a lot of people do when they don't believe something is meant for them. I stayed in my lane. So I just remained a worker bee. I convinced myself that maybe this was just what I was here to do. Work, pay bills, get through the week, repeat. Even if I was miserable. And every time I put myself back into something that made me miserable, it took whatever little energy I had left to heal, grow, or build anything different. So when I lost my last job and then couldn't seem to find another one for a really long time, at first I saw it as rejection, failure. I saw it as being stuck. But now I'm starting to see it differently. Maybe this was an interruption. Maybe I needed to be forced out of the cycle long enough to realize that going back to the same thing wasn't going to give me a different life. Because I couldn't keep saying I wanted something different while repeatedly putting myself back in the exact environments that were making me miserable. And maybe I needed the space to finally believe that I was allowed to want something different. That I didn't have to stay in my lane. That I didn't have to spend my entire life being a worker bee. And for me, that has started to look like creating content. Building something of my own. Talking about the things I'm learning while rebuilding my life, my confidence, my routines, and my sense of self. I don't know exactly where it's going to take me yet, but I do know that I don't want to spend the rest of my life in survival mode just because that's what I've always known. And maybe that's the lesson I'm learning. Sometimes the thing you desperately want to get back to isn't actually where you're supposed to go. Sometimes you need the door to stay closed long enough to realize you are supposed to build a different one. So if you're in a season where you feel stuck, where nothing seems to be moving, don't immediately assume that you're failing. Maybe there's something this season is giving you the opportunity to see. Something you couldn't see while you were busy surviving. And maybe the life you want isn't unattainable. Maybe you just haven't built the path to it yet. Because maybe you don't need to go back to the life you were trying so hard to escape. Maybe you need the space to build a life you actually want to stay in. Thank you all so much for being here with me and listening. I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd interact with my content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, or follow for more. Thank you all so much.